Nepal's child rights movement has completed 35 years of action. The child rights movement in Nepal was initiated in 1987 by a group of university students under the leadership of Mr. Gauri Pradhan, the founding chair. The students who were engaged in the human rights and pro-democracy movement pioneered the establishment of CWIN Nepal, the first child rights organization in Nepal. CWIN started advocating for the rights of children in Nepal even before the ratification of the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. With its dedicated efforts, CWIN Nepal has been able to transform the issue of child rights from a non-issue to a national political agenda and a public concern now.
सुरुका दिनमा खास गरी बालबालिकाहरू आवाजविहीन अवस्थाहरूमा हुने गर्दथ्यो र त्यसैले CWINले आफूलाई आफ्नो पहिचान चाहिँ आवाजविहीन बालबालिकाहरूको एउटा साझा मञ्चको रूपमा उपस्थित गराएको थियो र काम गर्दै जाने दौरानमा CWINले बालबालिकाका आवाज पनि छन् तिनलाई सुन्नु पर्दछ तिनलाई बुझ्नु पर्दछ र तिनलाई चाहिँ महसुस गर्नु पर्दछ भनेर त्यो अभियानलाई सूत्रपात गर्यो र त्यसपछाडि CWINले बालबालिकाको निम्ति आवाज बालबालिकाको आवाजको साथमा CWIN भन्ने अभियान सञ्चालन गर्यो सम्पूर्ण बाल अधिकारका अभियान संस्थाहरूसँग मिलेर CWIN अगाडि बढ्दैछ र यस क्रममा देशमा थुप्रै किसिमका बाल अधिकारका सञ्जालहरू निर्माण भएका छन् ती बाल अधिकारका सञ्जालहरूको मार्फतबाट देशका कुना-कुनामा बालबालिकाको सहभागिता बालबालिकाको संरक्षण विकासमा बालबालिकाका सवालहरू र अप्ठ्यारो र जोखिममा परेका बालबालिकाहरूको संरक्षण बचाव लगायतका विषयवस्तुहरूमा व्यवस्थित ढङ्गले सम्बोधन हुने कुराहरू अगाडि बढिराखेकै छ
Our vision is a just, prosperous, inclusive, democratic and peaceful new Nepal where all children are empowered and the state takes full responsibility to ensure their rights. CWIN continued the child rights movement through partnerships with children and like-minded organizations, mass mobilization and engaging in policy dialogue to bring favorable policies and mechanisms to the betterment of children. We were also able to bring voices of children into these policies. Over the last 35 years, with its comprehensive interventions such as the Child Helpline Nepal 1098 and other child participatory initiatives, we were able to provide direct support to more than 1.5 million children at risk of child labor exploitation, sexual abuse, trafficking, and commercial sexual exploitation, among others, for their protection, social reintegration, education, and self-reliance.
किशोरहरू पनि हिंसामा हुन्छन् बालकहरू पनि हिंसामा पर्छन् बालकहरूलाई पनि श्रम शोषण यौन शोषणको लागि प्रयोग गरिन्छ किशोरीहरू मात्र नभई किशोरहरू पनि हिंसामा हुन्छन् र त्यो हिंसा अन्त्य गर्नको लागि CWIN नेपालको आयोजनामा किशोर सञ्जालको गठन भएको हो किशोर सञ्जालको आयोजना र CWIN नेपालको आर्थिक सहयोगमा अहिले चाहिँ प्रदेश स्तरीय सञ्जाल विस्तार गर्न पनि सफल भएको छ राष्ट्रिय किशोर सञ्जाल त्यसैगरी भावी दिनहरुमा चाहिँ सबै स्थानीय तहमा एउटा स्थानीय तहमा एउटा किशोर सञ्जाल अनिवार्य रूपमा गठन गर्ने योजना पनि बनाएको छ किशोर सञ्जालले
Children are the citizens of today. Children remain the source of inspiration for CWIN to continue its journey with unfazed determination. The positive changes we have witnessed among children through different initiatives and programs of CWIN have provided us with unwavering strength. Their empowerment and decision-making brings positive changes in their lives. Their informed participation strengthens democracy, and their participation in governance ensures sustainable actions for change. With the solidarity and support from children, communities, government agencies, and partners, CWIN will continue to take forward the child rights movement by encouraging massive social mobilization and ensuring the active engagement of children in the policy-making process. We will continue to build knowledge through research and collaborate with federal, provincial, and local governments, civil society, and the private sector to increase outreach to fight against child abuse and exploitation, covering all 7 provinces of Nepal, and has significantly contributed to the strengthening of CSOs and their networks. Similarly, CWIN is a member of various international CSO networks. As a pioneer child rights organization, we have achieved proud milestones in favor of child rights. Every year, CWIN Nepal reaches out to at least 100,000 children and young people through various projects and interventions. It provides direct support to 20,000 children from vulnerable situations for their protection, mental health support, legal support, education support, vocational training, and family reunion and social reintegration. The last 35 years' journey has been challenging yet rewarding. We continue to defend child rights and protect children during natural disasters, armed conflict, and during the recent COVID times. As a dynamic organization, we have remained relevant and innovative. We have not shied away from taking challenges, and we have pioneered emerging issues such as online child protection, children and climate justice, and child mental health in Nepal. Overcoming the adverse situations has made us more resilient to continue what we do with unfazed determination for children, with children. CWIN continues to play an active and leading role in the child rights movement in Nepal with evidence-based advocacy and interventions in partnership with our main constituency, the children. Children are the national pride. The state needs to take full responsibility for their rights and needs to invest in children's overall development, education, and physical and mental health. As a credible civil society actor, we will continue to partner with children and adolescents to strengthen their agency and have their say in the policies and their own lives to ensure a dignified life and a thriving future for all Nepali children. CWIN Nepal incepted the issue of child rights in Nepal in 1987, 3 years before the ratification of the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. CWIN Nepal organized the first conference on child labor in South Asia in 1988. After the restoration of democracy in 1990, CWIN Nepal contributed for the inclusion of child rights in the Constitution of Nepal. CWIN Nepal brought the voices of children through the collection of 1 million thumbprints of children from across the country, and letters were written by 12,000 children to the 601 Constituent Assembly members for the inclusion of children's issues under the fundamental rights in the new Constitution of the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal in 2007. CWIN Nepal pioneered work with children at risk and street-connected children. Through model initiatives, CWIN has successfully conducted family and social reintegration for 12,800 children. In 1996, CWIN Nepal hosted the South Asia March Against Child Labour in Nepal, which inspired the Global March Against Child Labour 1998. The march raised massive concern toward child labour issues worldwide and led to the ratification of the ILO Convention on the Worst Forms of Child Labour, 182. CWIN Nepal pioneered the first child helpline in Nepal in 1998 for emergency rescue and relief of children at risk. In 2007, it got transformed to the Child Helpline Nepal 1098, a joint initiative of the Nepal government and the Nepal Telecom Authority and CWIN. It now operates 7 child helpline centers in Kathmandu, Morang, Baake, Makwanpur, Kailali, Rupandehi, and Kaski, and collaborates with Awaz and Asman Nepal in Surkhet and Janakpur, covering all 7 provinces of Nepal. It has received 501,000 calls. The service has rescued and given protection to 25,500 children, of which 51.63% were boys and 48.36% were girls. CWIN Balika program has directly supported at least 22,000 girls for protection and empowerment. CWIN Nepal initiated and led the Children as Zones of Peace campaign during the period of armed conflict in Nepal between 1996 to 2006. CWIN Nepal has supported 20,000 children affected by the armed conflict. CWIN Nepal has provided direct education support to 110,560 children. CWIN Self-Reliance Center has provided vocational training and small entrepreneurship support to 6,705 children and youth aged 16 to 24. CWIN Nepal has directly partnered with 630 child clubs, 75 adolescent girls groups, and 718 youth groups. Through these organizations of children, CWIN has an outreach to more than 150,000 children and young people from all 77 districts of Nepal. CWIN Nepal's National Resource and Information Center has served more than 70,000 national and international researchers, students, journalists, activists, and social workers. CWIN Nepal has conducted more than 120 research reports and studies on various topics related to child rights. CWIN Nepal reached out to 315,000 people with emergency relief after the devastating earthquake of 2015. CWIN constructed 242 temporary learning centers, repaired 50 schools, and constructed 22 full-fledged school buildings. CWIN Nepal has produced and broadcast 1,000 episodes of the Bal Sarokar TV program and 832 Bal Chautari radio programs. More than 2,500 volunteers from around the world have volunteered and interned with CWIN Nepal through the Friends of CWIN program. CWIN Nepal provided training has strengthened the capacity of more than 300,000 individuals on child rights, protection participation, and reached out to 7 million citizens with awareness campaigns. CWIN Nepal has pioneered the online child protection work in Nepal. CWIN has recently developed and submitted standard operational procedures to handle the cases of online child sexual exploitation in Nepal to the Ministry of Women, Children and Senior Citizens. CWIN has proudly pioneered the first child and adolescent psychiatry outpatient department in partnership with the Kanti Children's Hospital. Similarly, CWIN Nepal has started Nepal's first toll-free number for child mental health.
बालबालिका र किशोरीहरूको हक अधिकार स्थापना र सशक्तिकरणका लागि CWIN नेपालको पहलमा झन्डै 10 वर्ष अगाडि राष्ट्रिय किशोरी सञ्जालको स्थापना भएको हो। स्थापना कालदेखि नै राष्ट्रिय किशोरी सञ्जालले किशोरीहरूको हक अधिकार सुरक्षा संरक्षणको विषयमा थुप्रै कामहरू गर्दै आइरहेको र आवाज उठाउँदै आइरहेको छ।